You ever ask a question and the answer comes out to you in the next fucking day, ladies and gentlemen? This is what happened to me. So recently, I was playing my Nintendo Switch, and I was always looking at that option, the one where you redeem your little Nintendo rewards and shit, your little coins, and wanted to see how this shit ended up. Like, what was it all leading up to? Well, a day or two ago, we were able to use our Nintendo reward coins to buy games. Now, I've been an avid buyer of Switch merchandise. I bought plenty of physical games. I bought a bunch of their digital shit. Today, the fucking detailing came out. For those of you who don't know, Nintendo's got a digital rewards program, and this might not sound like a huge deal, but it is the most awful, most blatantly biggest fuck you to anybody buying Switch games, anybody in the Nintendo sphere I have ever seen. Now we all know that every manufacturer, like every console, does all their reward stuff, right? You've got Sony and Microsoft with fucking the PlayStation Plus, the Xbox Live games with gold, things like that. You know, little features for you to sub up to their online platform. You know, you get free games every month, and it's actually pretty worth it. Some of the games are really damn good. I know that we ended up getting Deus Ex: Mankind Divided as a free game not too long ago. Granted, it's an old game, but it's still a good game for you to play through and have a good time with. And of course, the argument is you don't ever get to keep the games. You're really just renting them. You keep them for as long as your subscription is active. But you get a bunch of games, you can play them whenever you really feel like it, as long as the sub is active. And that's all fine and dandy. I believe Microsoft goes a little further by giving the Xbox 360 games that it offers free for life, which is an even bigger plus. So Nintendo has told us that they're going to do the little pay for online crap, but it's not really that bad. As far as I know, it's $20 for the whole year, which isn't terribly bad for online play if you're playing on the Nintendo Switch. $20 a year isn't that bad. They've said that you get to rent a bunch of games, a bunch of emulated ROMs every month, depending on what they're choosing, sort of like a Netflix of old games, if you will. But today, I've seen the most laughable excuse for a reward system possible. So for those of you who don't know, there exist these things called Nintendo coins, Nintendo reward coins, things like that. Basically, they are coins you get for buying Nintendo games. Now, if you buy a digital game, you get 5% of that total game's value back in coins. Now, let me put this into perspective. Each coin is worth 1 US cent. Okay, that's the exchange rate for these things. Okay, so for anybody who's in the fucking stock market for video games, that's your goddamn business tip of the day. One Nintendo coin is equivalent to 1 US centicle. Now, looking into this whole system, there's a bunch of caveats that go with it, which we'll cover onto. Basically, if you buy a game digitally, you get 5% of those coins back on your purchase. Let's say you buy $60, you get 5% of that value back if you bought the game digitally. If you buy the game physically, you get 1% of the fucking value back. You might as well not give them that fucking penny, Nintendo. Okay, you might as well tell them to go fuck themselves. I believe it's like 12 cents you get back on a purchase or something. Am I not wrong? Am I mistaken? I don't think so. You get 12 cents back if you fucking buy a game physically. You get 50 cents or 60 cents if you buy it digitally. Okay, let's fucking go with that percentage or some shit. I think that's wrong. But you get a very tiny bit back. So basically, if you buy $60 worth of... If you get $60 worth of points accumulated, you can buy a full Switch game. Now, here's the biggest caveat with that, okay? This is what's going to make you fucking laugh a little. This is what's going to make you giggle inside there, mates. You only get to keep these points for a fucking year. Alright, only get to keep this shit for a year. The last time I saw this shit was when Konami was doing the microtransaction bullshit in Japan. If you don't know what happens, in Japan, MGS5 microtransactions have a fucking expiry date. Alright, the digital currency has an expiry date. It can fucking die. Nintendo coins, they can also die. So let's assume that you redeemed Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild digitally or whatever, physical coins, whatever you wanted, right? There's an option in these games for you to redeem the rewards one time. If you've done that once, those coins from launch day are fucking gone. It's been a year since the Switch is released. Those rewards are fucking eliminated. And day by day by day, purchase by purchase that is expiring after 365 days is being written away. Now, up until this point, I bought a bunch of Switch physical games. I bought pretty much every Switch title that was coming out physically. I liked the games. I liked Mario Odyssey. I liked Xenoblade. I liked, Breath of the Wild. They were good games to buy. And you typically want to buy Nintendo games physically because their value never fucking goes down. These games will retain their value once mutants in the future are eating our fucking brains out. That is the reality. Okay? So you always want to buy this shit physically. I know to this day, people will cut off their testicle for a copy of Brawl on the Wii. I don't fucking know why, but they will. Okay, Melee, that shit is even rarer, okay? That's like the holy fucking grail. That's like the mecca of fucking Nintendo products. All right, past the GameCube component cables or whatever like absurdly high shit that they have valued on Nintendo stuff. But or let's say these coins are running out. You buy these games physically, you're getting a percent back in value. Now, of course, a lot of people can say that this is some reward system. Of course, do you buy these games for rewards or whatnot? Point is, it's a little plus incentive for you giving it back, all right? Giving back to the community, giving back to the loyal fucking people that are supporting the system. I think somebody did some math on Reddit basically stating that you need to buy somewhere between $1,250, that's the low end, okay, all the way up to like $6,000 worth of software, that is the high end, to even qualify getting a fucking free game, whether that's a $60 game or the fucking $3 games that release on the store. I know that up until now, Mutahar has accumulated $9, $9 US, okay? Nintendo, thank you for the fucking bounty you've bestowed upon me after I bought all that shit on the Switch. They've given me $9. You wanna know what I did with that? I actually ended up buying a fucking game, some $5-6 game off the store. Point being here, I think it might have even been less. I'm talking about Canadian cents. That's like Narnia money, dude. Sorry, I probably earned like fucking $7, $6 at the most from the US store, okay? Muda got the price for a beer. All right, after all this time, Nintendo paid me with a beer that I can't even redeem at a fucking bar. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the biggest fuck you I've seen in any kind of rewards program out there. And I just sort of had to bring it up to any attention. I haven't seen this kind of shit since like Konami with MGS5. And now that I'm seeing that fucking microtransaction shit, not micro, but like reward currency is being fucking expired out of nowhere. I mean, motherfucker, Nintendo, let a boy keep $5, okay? What the fuck is this shit? Let a boy keep $5 fucking. Point is, I just had to get this stuff off my chest, ladies and gentlemen. I really want to know what the community thinks about it. Is there going to be some defense? As you all know, I'm a Switch owner. I like my Switch, but I want to hear from the rest of the community. What do you all think? This is me, Mutahar. That's all I really have to say. If you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. Dislike if you dislike it. And please let me know if you want more virus videos. I'm thinking of making it a weekly series from yesterday's video. Let me know. This is me, Mutahar, and I am out.